Yeah, it's
The whole warehouse district and.
yeah.
All those.
Well,
Public
yeah.
transportation, you just jump on the buses, just.
Right. Well, I think, and with the sports teams, especially the Sounders, that's a huge tourist attraction now, and with success, the Seahawks and all that. I think they had to kind of move some stuff around and kind of make it easier. They built that extra stadium.
Right.
Quest and Safeco. Both the so it's bustling out there. But
Brett, I never asked you this, just kind of randomly, but it's like the coffee capital. Is it like?
Yeah, it's
better?
crazy with coffee. Yeah, it is. So it is. I mean, every coffee company you can think of. Yeah, Starbucks, Seattle's best.
But like, is it any better?
Of course.
Like, if you go there, you're like, oh, this is different. This is cool.
Yeah, my opinion is more. It's like wine. I think it's like wine. It's coffee.
Yeah,
Tastes
what's the
like
difference
coffee.
too?
Does the job, but.
What about like it seems like obviously like the first Starbucks there is way different looking than
Yeah, it's a little different. Yeah.
there's certain different stuff. You never been there?
I haven't been to the first one. No, I haven't been there. But where did you go there? Were you in see it? You were
Never.
when you went. Oh yeah.
I was in Arizona.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've heard it's a pretty cool city. I've never really been out to the West Coast that much.
Yeah.
The only time I've been to California is when we went to San Diego.
Yeah, that's right. Went to that road. Yeah, that's right. Well, I think it's kind of last minute nature with this thing, so we'll see. But small group is be good. So anything back from anybody? Did Stephen mention anything?
No, and that's frustration.
Yeah.
I talked with Steven last night, and he's trying to get the radio spot rolling, and I guess at the meeting, Eric, said he just needs to run it by his people just to make sure, I guess from a legality or whatever. And
Yeah.
and so Steven, Steven jumps on it. And
Right.
so he emailed him a couple times, says, look, if I don't hear back from you, I'm just gonna assume it's a go. And then of course, then he hears back from him.
Right. Right. Of course. Like
And
that.
says, he says, I'm ready to run this on Monday. And Eric comes back with him, basically says, well, I haven't been able to
Yes.
either get a decision or put it in front of the right people.
Yeah, I get the sense that it's a string along type thing. They're not really making too hard an effort to get it out there.
Rob Jensen.
Eric needs to know.
Yeah, I'm
I think
Brett.
Eric's
You're
right.
right.
Oh, I should have wear my Boston hat. Forgot.
Your what?
Boston hat.
Okay.
Hey,
I forgot to wear mine too. Yeah. No, you're all right.
Well, and that's it.
Gotta
Yeah,
represent
that's what you're saying.
my
'Cause
local
so I
college,
sent
I guess.
Rebecca that night.
You can't wear this thing through the airport, though.
Thing of commitments for parents.
Every time
and
I wear it,
how
an
long
Ohio
it is,
State
blah,
fan
blah,
has
blah.
to say something.
And that stuff should have been taken.
They're everywhere.
That should have been the first step.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
when I got home that night,
So are you still
sent
in
that
position?
off to her.
Red Sox?
Yeah.
No,
From
I'm
the
free
last
agent right now.
time.
Really?
Yeah.
Did that deal.
Actually,
I wasn't expecting
I
it
just
to
came
come
from
back.
Florida. I was throwing down there for the Orioles. That's kind of why I got this hat. I didn't wear something neutral. Yeah, I can't wear Boston Red Sox
Just
here.
reply with it.
How it goes down to
Yeah.
Let me know.
It doesn't look very good anywhere, so we're.
Unless you're trying out for the
Every
Yankees,
strikes me
then
as
a Boston
pick and
hat.
choose.
Yeah, then they'll sign you right on the spot, I'm sure.
Fits his interest type thing, and I don't
Work for
know how much
Babe Ruth.
interest as a soccer guy there is for him in this.
Well, and Steven and I talked, the same deal on the same front is, how much is he just deferring to Rebecca to say, okay, this is your
So I've just
baby,
been getting a
you
bunch
go
of
with it, I'll
rush,
be
like,
here if you
after
need,
that meeting, which was,
whatever, from a
kind of
hierarchy
little bit-
standpoint, but
I didn't know what to do.
if he
because
truly
you guys have been drinking a lot.
was
Right.
vested,
And then
owned
I've been
it,
getting a lot of texts
felt
from
passionate about it, I think. I know he's got a lot going on,
So
I
Ray
can't
Wedgeworth was there just because he
Right.
wants us to help.
How are you?
to understand the whole bureaucracy.
Yeah, right. Well, and that's the whole part of the thing. Yeah, man. Like I said, I thought it's important. How often do I get to do that?
Sorry, faced the wrong way.
How are you?
But the funny, in the very beginning of all this, Stephen, I think we all asked the question, why aren't they playing ball there? Stephen's like, now I know.
Right.
He goes, because people just go
See ya.
straight in the
See ya.
way, he goes, well, I'm not going to play.
Right. Right. Exactly. Stephen
not sure if I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
Never has seen him go away, never.
That
No,
one's
that's-
fun.
If he's on to something, I said, that's great, I said, I'm,
Let's go.
I'm right behind you, you're my fullback, I'm
Exactly,
right behind you.
exactly, right, ISO, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
So how's it going?
He's got so much potential. I think
It really
he does.
does.
And that field is so great. He's trying to work with the Y, so there's a field over on 33rd Street. Never
What?
gets
You can't
used,
stuff
you
your
know, never
record,
gets
like
used,
a
so.
team or anything like that. No,
Steven,
that's
couldn't make it
nuts.
today,
Yeah,
he's,
absolutely.
my son plays on days.
Oh, for the
team.
11 youth?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had tried to
Trying
get
to
me
work something out
to
to
bring
get
Mike
field
up
and
and
actually
coach
get some
it,
use out
and
of
it
it.
was just so
And
uncertain.
that
It
field
was
is-
just
where is
nobody-
it?
It's
33rd and-
33rd.
Even though it would get you out
Right
of
by the
the
Y.
baseball,
It's
it
in the
was
Y,
just,
it's at the
Right.
Y,
it
so
was
it's
just
built
trouble
at the
from the
Y.
start. So I feel bad for Matt.
They never,
Is it
I
a-
don't know
What is
what
it?
he's gonna do.
it's
I
a
don't
60,
I don't think he's
60,
done.
yeah.
60, 70 foot.
Yeah.
There's
it's
not-
pretty
Kids are just
huge.
waiting around, waiting
But,
to see, and they're gonna.
and also.
There's a lot of it. Diamond Pro just has one or two
Trying to
things
work
they
with
get
kids that have
to
some
have.
kids on the
Yeah.
team to develop.
Wow.
So it's a big
So
problem.
it's just-
They're really, everybody's
just no
scrounging
pushing.
and
You know,
one
they
of
keep
the
saying yes.
910s is kind of falling apart, so.
Nothing comes through.
How many
So-
910s are there?
Well, it's
We'll see.
unclear. We're doing tryouts, first
So you
tryouts
couldn't go
tomorrow
to
and then
school.
the next
Okay.
one's a week later.
No, yeah, middle school, 13, yeah, so it would be middle school.
Stoll, no,
Stoll.
Steinitz,
And that's
Steinitz.
surprising to me, I don't
He's
know.
already
Stoll.
card and went somewhere else.
It's surprising
He
to me,
went
they
to-
would find some way to just put in some plugs and.
Just blue
Push
team
it.
last year.
Is there space?
Blue team's dissolving.
Yeah?
The, it's, the way it's
variety of
configured
reasons. So
is,
you can imagine some of them.
right down the left field and right field. Real short. Not real short for a 12-year-old, for a 13-year-old, it'd be real short.
14, 15.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like we can't get out. So trying to find a way from sixth grade to hurt themselves.
Yeah.
I know, well, we had talked about that too, I mean, our parties, we're having trouble finding fields for what we have.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah, well, yeah, so I mean, there's a couple of options, Roosevelt, we put a permit
I
in
think my
for
family
May,
has another year or so,
but
but they
they
were
won't be
decided
available
to
until,
playing soccer around
March
I don't know how much
15th,
baseball you play this
I
year.
guess we're doing some work
He
with
plays
them, and then,
Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah, well, Barry and Brian got in a hold of me, so, but Mikey and JR
Medfield,
could fill
we're trying
in
to work
for
something
Wednesdays
with.
and stuff, we were gonna be with soccer, but they
Well,
don't,
we-
they
we're
make
up
it
to
go
it,
live.
Yeah, but the only
That
thing
would
is,
have been great practice for them, it
a
sounded
couple
like a
years,
win-win
a couple years,
situation, and
we
then
don't
it's
know.
just sort of, nope,
What's
good.
gonna happen, because they might be doing construction,
Sunday start middle school now.
so we don't know,
How's that go?
it's,
The first quarter's a little rough.
day at a time, I
Yeah,
guess, yeah, so.
Okay, I
we'll
need
have
to
to
kind
see.
of,
We'll have
okay,
to see,
grade,
but-
you know, but for, I mean, he's going mostly A, but for deep coverage.
Yeah, I guess we could find
That's a
some real
tough
estate.
transition.
and
It
just,
is,
you know,
but
yeah,
put something in, you know.
He's doing much better.
These are Ridgely?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a huge school. I was surprised my daughter.
Oh, you
was
figured you
surprised
haven't been here
clubs
yet.
and
One
clubs.
last check.
Cockeysville, but a little bit.
It's the old hat.
Yeah, well, he's all about. You get less interaction.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Keep them away from my daughter.
I feel a little lost now that I'm
She's
here.
in seventh grade.
Okay. She was originally?
Yeah, she's originally.
Okay, my daughter.
Pretty big, Texas. Cautiously out.
So Eric, do you have an
How
age
do you
you find
find
she's
people?
That's
around?
pretty much happy.
Yeah, it kind of works. It's weird how it works. A lot of sometimes agents, sometimes people you come to know around, you know, connections around, like
So we're at.
guys you played with are now scouts, or,
Does he ever play?
you know, guys that were with one organization or now with another organization, so you kind of like, just kind of play it like that. Sometimes we get a phone call like, hey, you know, come throw for us, you know, want to see how you're doing, or they'll come watch you while you're playing. It's just, they're always scouting, other teams are always scouting other teams, so, you know, they have reports, all like other, like, say like I'm with the Red Sox and we're playing a minor league team with the Giants, like, our coaches are scouting their players, it's weird how it works with it, it's all interconnected, and it's just, you never really wanna burn bridges and really anything, especially baseball, because the higher level you go, less people really know each other, so. It's pretty much how it works.
Where did you play when you were here?
When I was where?
Here.
Here?
Did you grow up here?
No, I'm from Michigan, originally, yeah.
And you're not from Chicago.
Oh, this is my kid's basketball.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So I usually wear my wife's a big Red Sox fan.
Yeah.
So I will often wear a Boston hat, but I try and choose my
It's the
situations
dynamic.
carefully.
Whatever, just don't make no eight out.
I guess we'll go. All right, well, hey, we'll go ahead and get started. First off, I'm Brett Lennon-Cole, for those that don't know me. We run Impact Baseball Academy, so I see a lot of familiar faces. Seeing you guys around, we'll be seeing you more this spring. Just to start off, going over kind of the stuff that's right in front of you there, we've got the itinerary. We're going to keep it kind of informal today. I think the best way to do it with a small group like this, Eric's going to talk through some mechanics. We've got a few discussion starter questions towards the end. But really, I think the goal of this will kind of be to give you guys as much of an opportunity to ask questions, clarify drills, clarify mechanics, things you guys have heard. Because Eric's been through pretty much every level, every system. He's had a lot of good coaches. So I think we'll kind of gear it that way and keep it a small group discussion, informal as best we can. So on your desk right in there, you'll see just a little flyer as well. So if you don't know anything about Impact, that's kind of what we do, kind of in a nutshell. So feel free to take that. Also, there's a little coupon there. I know you guys are all coaches. If you have kids or kids on your team, if they're interested in instruction or camps or clinics throughout the year, that's a coupon you can take. We've got more of them, so if you've got a whole team of kids that wants to, start working out, whatever it may be, we've got more of those for you. So feel free to shoot us an email and we can get those to you. All right, so here's what we'll do. I figured we'd start it off like this, kind of with some action. So, Coach Rolfink, if you don't mind, go ahead, and if you haven't seen this video, this is just a quick highlight video a fan made of Eric, and then we'll go ahead with introductions. Again, just kind of to introduce him. So Eric's a good buddy of mine. We played together at Wake Forest University, where some of you guys are from. Eric was drafted in 2007, 99th pick overall, the MLB draft. Spent 4 or 5 years with the Mets. 2009, he was selected as a minor league all-star, led the whole Mets organization in strikeouts. And then a couple of years after nursing an injury in the Mets system, ended up went to spring training with the Mariners, and then last year played AA and AAA with the Red Sox. So a lot of experience, and so without further ado, he's from Michigan. I'll let you take it away. Eric Neeson.
Obviously, You know, it was a highlight video, so. There's always low lights in life, but, a lot of that, I was never a guy that was extremely gifted genetically. Obviously, you're not talking to a pitcher that's 6'5" and always threw, you know, hard from a little tight to now. But how I got to that point was a lot of hard work and a lot of mechanics, and like what a lot of you guys are doing right now is learning. I went to all these camps growing up, the whole thing, but what I always had was a love for baseball. And the same thing with young kids now, like you guys are coaching, I don't know what ages you guys have, but what comes down to is whether or not they love it and what kind of work they'll put into it. So for me, being good at it or loving the game comes from being good at it sometimes. I failed more than I probably succeeded in this game, and I was able to do a lot of things. I've made it to AAA, I was in big league camp, I got to rub shoulders with Johan Santana, David Wright, all those guys that you saw from the, you know, those major superstars with the Mets, anywhere from 7 to 12, I was able to hang out with, conversate with, you know, actually kind of goof around the outfield. Just because when those failures happened, I didn't get discouraged, but I wanted to get better, you know. So that being said, I have a lot. We went through some pointers here, and I'm just going to kind of go through, you know, just from the beginning. Setting up, you know, obviously with anything you need a good foundation. So we're going to start with the foundation. We're going to start with the wind-up and stretch. Now, I'm just going to take my sweatshirt off here just so I can kind of make sure you guys see everything cleanly. All right, so first, the starting position. I mean, I've got a lot of kids that I teach back home, and just, you know, throughout the years that I've run into, they always the people they see on TV is always who they want to emulate. So they got the guys, they always find the guys for some reason with the craziest starting positions ever. You know, even in that video, I'm on the right side of the rubber and I'm doing one of these and I'm rocking.